Hello, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We are all welcome to this episode of our Arabic grammar lessons with النحو الواضح. Inshallah, in this episode, we look at a fresh topic, الممنوع من الصرف. الممنوع من الصرف. Now, if you have vocabulary or you've been following almost all our lessons, you will just be able to crack this topic easily. When we say الممنوع, we mean prevented or prohibited. Min as-sarf, so prohibited from as-sarf. And in Arabia or in grammar, when we say as-sarf, we don't mean the field as-sarf morphology. We have some terms that we call them alfaz mushtaraka. They are words that they are here, they are there. Those words we need to know their meaning in every field that you find them. When you see sarf in economy, we mean either money itself, or we are dealing with exchange. We are dealing with bank, just like we call masraf. Sarf, we are dealing with exchange of the money. When you come to Arabic grammar, Arabic in general, when we say sarf, we mean the field morphology as against nahu, as against balaga, and those ilm al-aswat and all the rest. And when we say sarf in grammar and nahu itself, we mean Tenuine. So when you see الممنوع من الصرف بمعنى الممنوع من التنوين. Tenuine is the نون الساكنة تلحق آخر الاسم لفظا لا كتابة. Okay, so it is, when we say Tenuine, is a نون الساكنة sound that is attached to the ending of a word in terms of pronunciation, not in terms of writing. So when I write a word waladun, the last thing you hear is نون ساكنة, نون سكون. Waladun, you hear a noon sukun. Now, this tanween, this noon sukun is represented by another vowel. So you have waladu, then you add another vowel to make it waladun, to create the narration sound. Waladi, then you add another vowel, waladin. Walada, you add another vowel to get waladan. So the second vowel is what we call the Tenuine, and it represents the noon sukun sound. So when we say al-mamnu' min as-sarf, we mean the prohibited from Tenuine. So basically there are words in Arabic language that are prohibited from having Tenuine. They are not allowed to have Tenuine. In Arabic we have kalimat that are munsarifa. Okay, nouns that are munsarifa, bimana nouns that take Tenuine, and nouns that are ghayra munsarifa. So the munsarifa is what we have been dealing with every day, waradun, rajulun, those words. But we have those that are ghayr munsarifa. Those ones are the ones we call al-mamnu' min as-sarf. I'm giving you a background understanding so that when you talk about it somewhere, you talk about it professionally. Under the al-mamnu' min as-sarf, we have category of words that do not take tanween. Category, they are put into category so that we can also identify them. We that we are not pure Arabs, when we are speaking, we can be guided by these laws so that we can also vowelize words properly. These categories are made into under certain umbrellas. So they will tell you this particular class of nouns are mamnu min as-sarf. This particular class of words are mamnu, so that you learn those, not just learn every single word that is mamnu min as-sarf. No, you learn the classes. Okay, so first of all, it starts with al-alamu al-mamnu'u min as-sarf. When we say al-alamu, you've seen it already. Al-alam means proper noun. When we say proper noun, we mean nouns that are specific, nouns of names of people, okay, names of countries. Jamil. So under proper nouns, we will know those proper nouns that are mamnu min as-sarf. Please, when we get to mentioning this class of words are mamnu min as-sarf, that class of words are mamnu min as-sarf, you need to memorize those ones. I will indicate wherever memorization is needed. So we are now dealing with al-alamu, proper nouns, under al-mamnu' min as-sarf. Al-amthila, he says, qara'at Su'adu. Su'ad is a lady's name. In the poem that the Ka'b ibn Zuhair ibn Abi Sulma, the poem he read for the Prophet to forgive him at the masjid in front of the Prophet, we call it Al-Burda. where he read بانت سعاد فقلبي اليوم متبول. بانت سعاد. Su'ad had gone far. So Su'ad is the name of a woman. Okay. قرأت سعاد. Su'ad read. It says أثنيت على سعادة. أثنيت على سعادة. I praised أثنى على, to praise, to say good words about. I praised Su'ad. زرت لندن. I visited London. London is the name of a country. Okay, so you notice that Su'adu, no Tenuine. Su'ada, no Tenuine. Londana, no Tenuine. I'll mention something else again here for us to pay attention to. It says جاء الطالب من لندن. Min, but still we have Londana. Just like ala, but we have Su'ada. Min Londana. We don't say min Londini. Okay. It says Shahadna New York. New York. We witnessed New York. ذهب السائح إلى New York. The tourist, السائح أي الذي هو على السياحة. Okay. The tourist went to New York. إلى, but then we still say New York with fatha. We don't give it kesra. Okay. رأيت عثمان. I saw Uthman. شكرت لعثمان. شكرت لي حرف جر. But we still say Uthman. شكرت لعثمان. Says جاء أحمد. Ahmad came. أعطيت المكافأة لأحمد. I gave the reward. المكافأة is reward. المكافأة reward. But then look. لي حرف جر. But it says لأحمد. لأحمد, not لأحمد. اشتهر بعد اشتهر بعدله عمر. اشتهر بعدله عمر. أي اشتهر عمر بعدله. Umar became popular with his justness, with his just. Okay, because he was just, he became popular. اقتديت بعمر. Look at it, bi. But then we say what? Bi Umara. Even though there's a harf jar. I followed Umar. Iqtada bimana, to follow, to copy somebody. Iqtadaytu bi Umara. I followed Umar. Now pay attention. Aside that mamnu min as-sarf does not take Tenuine, that is the main focus. It doesn't take Tenuine. It as well does not take Kesra when it is supposed to. You see, ala su'ada min Londana. He says ila New Yorker. And then here it says li Uthmana, li Ahmada. Okay, it says bi Umara. So now we get two things. Tanween, mamnu min as-sarf does not take tanween, and it as well does not take kasra when it is supposed to be majrur. It doesn't take the kasra. Okay, there are exceptions, some two simple exceptions to this law. That will be the last thing we will learn under the topic al-mamnu min as-sarf. So pay attention. Basically, mamnu min as-sarf, they are words that do not take tanween, and there are words that do, and they do not take kasra. Okay. البحث. He says إذا تأملت الأسماء التي في آخر كل مثال وجدت أنها أعلام. If you ponder over the words that come at the end of every example, each example, you realize that those words are proper nouns. أعلام is the plural of علم. وإذا أردت أن تعرف عن هذه الأعلام, if you want to know about these proper nouns, شيئا جديدا, something new, فانظر إلى كل مثالين معا. Look at each two examples together. معا, together. What two examples is he telling you? He brought one where the word is not preceded by a harf jar, and he brought one with the word preceded by a harf jar. Okay, so you find su'adu and then ala, and then you find London as well, also comes London, then min London. So they all come two. All the examples, they come in twos. So look at the two together. He says, تجد أن سعاد علم يدل على مؤنث. It's a proper noun that refers to a woman, a feminine. وأن لندن علم غير عربي. London is a proper noun that is not Arabic. London is not an Arabic word. It has just been written Arabic. علم غير عربي. says أي أنه ليس من وضع العرب. غير عربي, we mean that the Arabs did not form this word. ليس من وضع العرب. The Arabs did not form this word. And he says ويسمى علما أعجميا. So غير عربي is not the professional term. The professional term is أعجمي. So when you want to say something is not Arabic, you say it is أعجمي. أعجمي بمعنى non-Arab. And then he says that وأن New York, and that New York علم يتألف من كلمتين. New York, the word New York is a proper noun, but made up of two words. امتزجت أو امتجزت إحداهما بالأخرى. امتزجت بمعنى they are mixed up. امتزجت إحداهما, one of it is mixed with the other. New York, it is New and York, but now it's one word, it's not separate. So he's saying that it's a proper noun, but made up of two words, one of which is mixed with the other. فَأَصْبَحَتَا, so the two words have become كَلِمَةً وَاحِدَةً, they have become one word. وَأَنَّ Uthman, and that Uthman عَلَمٌ فِي آخِرِهِ أَلِفٌ وَنُونٌ زَائِدَتَانِ. So the word Uthman is also a proper noun that has alif and noon at its end. But this alif and noon is an additional letter. They are additional letters. The word itself is Ain, Thin, Mim. Ain, Thin, Mim. And then alif and noon is attached. So when alif and noon is taken off, still there is a word remaining. So then we call that alif and noon as Za'ida. Okay, as Za'ida. He says, Alamun fi, I'll give more examples of each of these. Alamun fi akhirihi, Uthman is alam, is a proper noun. Fi akhirihi alifun wa noonun za'idatan. It has alif and noon that are additional at its end. Wa anna Ahmad, and that the word Ahmad, alamun tushbihu, is a proper noun. Tushbihu, that is a key word. It resembles, it looks like. Tushbihu suratuhu is nature, is writing, the Ahmad itself, the structure of the Ahmad. تشبه صورته ويماثل وزنه وزن الفعل وزن الأفعال. Its structure and its meter looks like the meter of verbs. فإن أحمد في وزنه يشبه الفعلين أكرم وأحسن. Ahmad looks like the verb أكرم. أكرم, he honored. أحمد, أكرم, أحسن. So you see that the Ahmad is a noun, but then it looks like a verb. There's وَنَحْوِهِمَا, and verbs like it. Okay. It says وَأَنَّ عُمَرَ, and that Umar, عَلَمٌ ثُلَاثِيٌّ. Umar is a proper noun that is in three letters. مُذَكَّرٌ, and it is masculine. أَوَّلُهُ مَدْمُومٌ. أَوَّلُهُ, its first letter is Dhamma, مَدْمُومٌ. وَثَانِيهِ مَفْتُوحٌ, and its second letter is مفتوح. The meme is مفتوح. So it's a proper noun, masculine, made of three letters. The first letter is Dhamma, the second letter is Fatha. Those are the descriptions of the nouns we have in the passage, in the examples. It says هذه هي صفات الأعلام التي في الأمثلة. These are the صفات, the descriptions of the proper nouns in the examples. Then he says وَإِذَا بَحَثْتَ عَنْ إِعْرَابِ هَذِهِ الْعَالَامِ. If you check for the إعراب of these proper nouns, رَأَيْتَهَا فِي الْمِثَالِ الْأَوَّلِ. When you talk about the إعراب, he is telling you to look at the last vowels. Okay. It says رَأَيْتَهَا فِي الْمِثَالِ الْأَوَّلِ. You see it in the first example. مِنْ كُلِّ مِثَالَيْنِ إِمَّا مَرْفُوعَةً وَإِمَّا مَنْصُوبَةً. So you find that the proper nouns, their first examples, قرأت سؤاد, it is مرفوع. زرت لندن, it is مفعول منصوب. شاهدنا نيويورك, منصوب. رأيت عثمان, منصوب. جاء أحمد, مرفوع. اشتهر بعدله عمر, مرفوع. So he's saying that in their first examples, all of them are either mansub or marfu. There is no majrur in the first examples for each proper noun. And then he says, وَفِي الْمِثَالِ الثَّانِي مَجْرُورًا. And in the second example of each of them, they are majrur. Like Su'ad is second example is ala Su'ad. Min London, ila New York. We have li Uthman, li Ahmada, bi Umar. So in the second example of each of them, they are found to be majrura. It says ولكنك إذا تأملت حركات أواخرها رأيت أنها رفعت بضمة ظاهرة. If you look at their harakat, you realize that when it is marfu by dhamma. It is made marfu with dhamma az-zahira. Its dhamma is clear. وَنُصِبَتْ بِفَتْحَةٍ ظَاهِرَةٍ. And when it is mansub also, we see the fatha on it. كَبَقِيَّةِ الْأَسْمَاءِ الْأُخْرَى. Just like all other nouns. When they are marfu, you see dhamma. When they are mansub, you see fatha. Says وَلَكِنَّهَا فِي حَالِ الْجَرِّ. But in the case of jar, when they are majrur, لَمْ تُجَرَّ بِالْكَسْرَةِ. It wasn't made majrur by kasra. Even though kasra is supposed to be the alama asliya of jar. He says بل جرت بالفتحة. But then it was made majrur by fatha. وإذا رجعت النظر مرة أخرى. If you should return your sight again, وجدت أن الأعلام جميعها لم تنون. That is the key thing. If you should return your sight again and look at it again, you realize that all those proper nouns were not given Tenuine. They didn't have double vowel. So we have two things here. Lam tujarra bil kasra. It is not made majrur by kasra. Lam tunawwan. It wasn't given Tenuine. It says wa annaha muni'at min at-tanwin. It is prevented from taking Tenuine. أو منعت من الصرف. So it's either you say منعت من التنوين, ممنوع من التنوين, or ممنوع من الصرف. لأن الصرف والتنوين بمعنى واحد. صرف and tanween gives us the same meaning. So basically when we say ممنوع من الصرف, there are a set of nouns that do not take tanween. And they do not also take kasra when they are supposed to be majrur. Okay, now let's look into the qaida. We are now going to give we are giving specific qawaid so that when you memorize them, when you see a word, you know that whether to give it double vowel or not. Okay. Al-qaida says yumna'u al-alamu min as-sarfi ay tanween. The proper noun is prevented from tanween, or is not given tanween. And he says ay at-tanween. Min as-sarfi ay at-tanween. Ay here bimana that is at-tanween. So sarf means tanween. ويجر بالفتحة نيابة عن الكسرة. And the ممنوع من الصرف is made mansub by giving it fatha. It is made majrur by giving it fatha instead of kasra. So when you learn the alamatul i'rab, you realize that when it gets to alamatul jar, you are giving fatha as part of the alamat na'iba, those signs that represent kasra when it is not there, and that shows in the mamnu min as-sarf. Okay, so mamnu min as-sarf is alamatul jar is kasra. Niyabatan anil is alamatul jar is fatha. Is alamatul jar is fatha. Niyabatan anil kasra. Now, what are the mamnu min as-sarf? First law you need to put in your head. They are just like 6. The 6 is even, let's say, 5. Okay, the first one is if the proper noun is feminine. So every proper noun that is feminine is mamnu min as-sarf. Aisha, Maimuna, Fatima, they are all Khadija, they are all mamnu min as-sarf. Basically, any word that is feminine is mamnu min as-sarf. One thing that you should note it, is that when we talk about mu'annas, feminine, in Arabic language, we have it in 2 types. We have what we call mu'annathun haqiqiyyun. Mu'annathun haqiqiyyun. And we have what we call mu'annathun lafziyyun, or mu'annathun majaziyyun. So you have mu'annathun haqiqiyyun and mu'annathun lafziyyun. The mu'annathun haqiqiyyun is the actual feminine. So when we say mu'annath haqiqi, we mean a word that represents a woman, one with the female reproductive system. That is what we call mu'annath haqiqi, actual mu'annath. So words like Khadija, Aisha, Layla, Najwa, Salma, all those words, they refer to women. Firdaus. So those are mu'annath hakiki and they are mamnu min as-sarf. You don't give them tanween. When they are supposed to take kasra, give them fatha. And then also إذا كان أعجميا إذا كان العلم أعجميا. أعجميا بمعنى if it is non-Arab. If the word is non-Arab, we don't give it tanween. We also do not give it kasra. Ajami words like Ibrahim, Idris, Yusuf, George. You have any word. Something like what do you even add? Word like Joseph. Okay, Joseph. You write it in Arabic. It's supposed to be mamnu min as-sarf because it is not Arabic. It is not Arabic language. So non-Arab nouns are mamnu min as-sarf. People look at nouns like Idris, Ibrahim, Yusuf, because they are in the Quran, they are Islamic names. They consider them to be Arabic names. No, they are mamnu min as-sarf. They are not Arabic words. And then also, basically, the names of all the prophets is mamnu min as-sarf, except a few of them. Like Muhammad is not mamnu min as-sarf. Salih, Shu'aib, Nuh, Hud, and Lut. You can note them down. Names of all the prophets are mamnu min as-sarf except these ones. Muhammad. So Muhammad, it takes tanween. Muhammadun, Salihun, Shu'aibun, Nuhun, Hudun, Lutun. That's all. The rest are mamnu min as-sarf. Likewise, the names of the angels, the names of the malaika, except Malikun. Malikun is said to be the custodian of the hellfire. Okay, so you can note that. The third one is if this proper noun is murakkaban tarkiban masjiyan. Okay, we have tarkib isnadi, that is the jumla ismiya and jumla fi'liya, and then we have tarkib masji. You put two words together such that they kind of mix with each other. You can't separate them again. Just like New York. It's two words, but then it has been made tarkib masji, a mixed up of composition. So words like Hadramaut, name of a place, like a city or so, Hadramaut. It is Hadra and then Maut, two words, but then they've been put together to be given to a particular one place. Okay, and then we have New York, we have Ba'la Bakka. Ba'la Bakka is actually also two names, Ba'al and Bakka, but put together to name a place. Bur Sa'id. Bur Sa'id, I think, is in Egypt also. Bur Sa'id is also Bur and Sa'id, but now it's one word. So you vowelize the ending one as mamnu min as-sarf. Okay. Then also we have إذا كان العلم مزيدا فيه ألف ونون. If the word is there and we add alif and nun to it to form the noun. So there are some nouns, they are, as they are, the alif and nun in them are not original. They are added. Nouns like Adnan. You know Adn already. Adn. Eden. Okay. In a poem we have وَأُدْخِلْتَ جَنَّاتٍ مِنَ الْأَدْنِ رَاضِيَةٍ وَأُدْخِلْتَ جَنَّاتٍ مِنَ الْأَدْنِ رَاضِيَةٍ. So the word Ain Dal Nun is already a word. Okay. So when we add alif and nun to create another noun, that means the alif and nun is additional. So Adnan, Marwan, Uthman, Imran, Sufyan, Sulaiman, Salman, all those words, the alif and nun is added. So Salman, like this, you know, Sin, Lam, Mim is a word. Sulaiman, Sulaim, you know, Sulaim is also a word, and then alif and nun is added. So all these words, they are also mamnu min as-sarf. And then we have إذا كان على وزن الفعل. Okay, if the proper noun is on the meter of a verb, and when it looks like a verb. The wazn al-fi'l, we can have it in two forms. إذا كان على وزن الفعل, can have على وزن الفعل مضارع or على وزن الفعل الماضي. Something like Yahya. Yahya is from to live, Yahya. Just like we have سميته Yahya ليحيى. I named him Yahya so that he will live. Okay, Yahya, but it's a noun, it's not a verb. But it's on the meter of a verb. Ahmad is also on the meter of a verb. Yazid, Ashraf, Akram, They are all on the meters of verbs, so they are all mamnu min as-sarf. You don't give them tanween. You don't say Ahmadun or Ahmadin, Ahmadan. You don't say Yazidun or Yazidan or Yazidin. It is mamnu min as-sarf. Okay. And then also we have words that come on the meter fu'al. Proper nouns that come on the meter fu'al. That is what has been expressed here as مذكرا ثلاثيا. أي إذا كان العلم مذكرا ثلاثيا مدموم الأول مفتوح الثاني. If the proper noun is masculine, made of 3 letters, first letter is Dhamma, second letter is Fatha, then it is also mamnu min as-sarf. That is basically you say ala wazni fu'al, ala wazni fu'al. Just like Umar, Zuhal, Zuhal, Zai, Ha, Lam, Zuhal. And then Juha, our own popular Juha. And then Hubal, Ha, Ba, Lam, Hubal. Hubal is also mamnu min as-sarf. Okay. There is something that I need to point out to you. We said that when a noun is feminine, it is mamnu min as-sarf generally, whether mu'annath hakiki or mu'annath lafzi. But then also when a word is mu'annath, but it's made up of 3 letters, and the second letter is sukun. So they say mu'annas مع 3 أحرف ساكن الوسط, feminine that has 3 letters and the middle letter is sukun. That particular feminine, you are allowed to make it mamnu min as-sarf or make it munsarif. So something like Hindu, I can say Hindu or say Hindun. I'm allowed. Misru, I can say Misrun or Misrin or Misran, because it's feminine and the second letter is sukun. Something like Da'du, Da'du, Dal Ain Dal, is also a name of a woman in the period of Jahiliyyah, I guess. Da'du, you can say Da'dun, Da'dan or Da'din, or you can make it mamnu min as-sarf. So in i'rab, such a feminine word, you are at liberty to do the i'rab as munsarif or as ghayr munsarif, as you wish. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the first topic under al-mamnu min as-sarf. You saw here we have as-sifatu al-mamnu'atu min as-sarf. So here we are not talking about proper nouns, we'll be talking about as-sifa, adjectives. Adjectives also become mamnu min as-sarf for some factors which you will come to know. So before we come to that topic, please do well to memorize these things. As I'm sitting here teaching you this now, I know these meters. I know that if a proper noun is mu'annas, it is mamnu min as-sarf. If it is ajami, non-Arabic, it's mamnu min as-sarf. Murakkaban tarkiban mazjiyan, it's mamnu min as-sarf. If it is mazid fihi alifun wa nun, it's mamnu min as-sarf. إذا كان على وزن فعل, and then إذا كان مذكرا ثلاثيا مضموم الأول مفتوح الثاني, it's mamnu min as-sarf. So you basically have to learn these qawaid, memorize them and understand them, and know that when words come on this meter, those words are supposed to be mamnu min as-sarf. And all those things that I said that are not in the book, please do well to be jotting them elsewhere as I've been indicating. Okay, till we meet again, don't forget to leave us a like. Click on the like button to show us if the lesson is being helpful to you, and also don't forget to share for others to also benefit, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you've not done so already, so that notifications of subsequent lessons will be reaching you without any effort from yourself, inshallah. Till we meet again, have a very good Arabic time. Do not forget your revision. Anything that confuses you, do well to reach me and ask me, inshallah. I will do my best in that regards. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.